Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday morning, June 5th, 6523. 6523. Sounds like something you hear someone say. There's a code. I don't know. This rings a bell. 6523. It's like a height. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into content of today. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you had a wonderful hobby weekend. Hope you got out to a show, opened the box, maybe you were in a break. I don't know. Open some cards with some kids, send some cards off to grade. Did something fun in the hobby. It's a beautiful weekend here. I did a little hobby myself, a little too much breaking. Got a lot of content to go over. We're going to talk a little bit about some conversations I heard over the weekend. We're going to talk about one of the YouTube breakers finally hitting it big. And we're going to talk about, there's something else. I forget, but we're going to get into it right now. So let me go ahead and share my screen. It takes so long for this app to do this. Again, we start every day off with a little bit of collectors. Yep, I'm going to keep doing it. Let's see where we are right now. Yesterday, we had 280 views. Where do we get today? 281. I just feel like anything I'm involved in is just not going to go viral. And now I've got like a delay here. Loading. 284. It pisses me off, really. Fires me up too, John. Okay. It is Monday, so let's talk about release week. Big release this week is really Top Series 2. Upper Deck Extended Hockey for the hockey guys. I'm not a fan of this Leaf stuff, especially in a blaster. I'm not a fan of this or any of that. Although I do know this is going to be a big deal for the Pokemon people, this Evolve booster or whatever the heck. So if you are a Pokemon person, June 9th, big day for Pokemon. I know I like saying Pokemon, it's Pokemon. Next week, anything special? It's like football. It's funny, I was talking to my son yesterday. We saw a blaster of Select, and he goes, Dad, remember a few years ago when we bought Select at Target and we were selling that? I'm like, yeah, those days are over, son. Those days are over. My son and I would buy 2 boxes, sell one, rip one. We got to pay for our box and got some Chase cards as well. So back in the summer of 2020. It's funny, my son even said, can you believe, Dad, that was 3 years ago? I'm like, yeah. I mean, for a kid, that's a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? That's like ages ago. Let me start off with some great content listened to this weekend. I have to say, this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, video I listened to, Untitled, which has got a great meaning to it. I'll let you listen to the beginning. John will explain to you why it's called Untitled. And yet, if you're a fan of the 70s, you will probably understand this. He talks about his best week in sports cards. A couple great stories. Talks about being in breaks. Talks about some trades, cards. Just really, really great show. And I have to say, John, I like your style. It's very radio show host, and you've got a great radio voice. I like the way you do your show. I like the way you just real. You're authentic. Enjoy it very much. So have a great day, and again, I really enjoyed listening to that story in the breaks. One of my favorites, Step in the Box. I just really like ERB, who's John and Brett talking about sports cards. They rip stuff. They talk about it. The topic that came up here that I thought was interesting. They were talking about the Bowman mega boxes. And it's interesting because just talking about misinformation. I can't remember what he said. I think John said that he doesn't know what the autographs were for Drew Jones, if they're live or if they are redemptions. I don't know either. It's funny. I have not seen any. I know on the checklist, he's got 2 superfractors. Now, they're not superfractors, but he has 2 1-of-1s in Bowman. He has an autograph and a variation autograph 1-of-1, which I'm surprised that's not getting more attention. But I haven't seen any of his autographs yet. I have seen autographs in Sapphire, and they were on card. So I was thinking that the Bowman would be on card too, but it could be redemptions, which would be interesting because those will expire, right? And you got those chases, and you get 2 big chase cards. What happened to those 2 big chase cards? 3 when you think about the refractor as a 1-of-1 as well. To me, the Bowman mega boxes, although expensive, are my favorite retail product until Panini Prism Monopoly came out. Panini Monopoly Prism is the best retail product. Bowman Megas is probably my second. I just don't have the time or energy to chase it. I would say Bowman Megas, what's challenging about that, it's not as deep and dense as the Monopoly is. I mean, Bowman Megas got so big on the print run stuff, it's hard to really do well on that. You're basically hit or miss. You can't, in my opinion, do well on breaks on that stuff. But that's my opinion. Great video here from 1 Million Cubs Project, who I believe is not on today. I think it's Monday. I think he was off yesterday and today because he's traveling this and that. So that's a bummer. Great video here about Department of Revenue going after card show dealers. I'm not surprised at all. I'll put it this way. what you're going to see is a lot of money. The government takes time, but they lag in the ability to catch up. With COVID, they're really lagging. But you're going to see at the state level people crashing, chopping down on taxes. In fact, I'm dealing with a tax issue myself in the state where I get a tax bill. I don't understand what it's for. I think it's because of some of my business filings the last 2 years that they are now taxing me for something. Anyway, I understand at the state, local level, you're going to see a lot more of this. They're going to be coming after taxes. And we brought it on ourselves, right? Everybody flashing their big cards, how much money they're making, showing up their cash. Well, you're gonna attract attention. I mean, even the Chinese, right? The Chinese cut down on that distributor in China because, guys, people aren't fooled to the fact that cards are money. In fact, when we talked about the cartel, right? The cartel done in Mexico. Can you imagine? Like, there's this episode of what's that show, Breaking Bad, where they're making meth, and maybe like in the room next door, they're making sports cards. The cartels. I mean, just crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Okay. Really great video here. Really big fan of Victor. Love what he does. Love his insights on the hobby. And Ricky Garvey does a great conversation here about what the impact is of these exclusive contracts. Now, I'll say a few things. Remember, exclusive autograph contracts are not new to the hobby. The way this is happening is new. Most times, it's someone like Ben Simmons approaches Upper Deck because he wants exclusivity. He doesn't want to sign up Panini. And that could be wrong on how that was happened, but that's what happened in the past. In 2016, Ben Simmons signed exclusive with Upper Deck. LeBron before that. But this year, you got Fanatics sitting down with athletes, convincing them to sign exclusive just with Fanatics. And that is a game changer. So what I said in this comment, and I'll say again, is that as a collector, that I loathe this. It just makes me sick because it makes collectability a lot more difficult. As a businessman, I have to applaud it, right? He's making money. He's making money for the people who are making the autographs. I mean, there's no reason why a guy signing autographs shouldn't make more money off his autographs than other people making money off the third-party market. So, and last point I'll say, as a hobbyist, I will navigate with caution. I'll say that. Okay. Next up, great video here from Tops 85401. And I'll just leave it with this. First of all, it's a collecting video, which I really enjoyed. But I love the fact it talks about I altered baseball cards for my personal collection. I'll just leave it at that. But again, collectors aren't doing this, altering cards and then get a 9 so they can sell it to somebody they call a friend for more money than it's actually worth. Collectors do this so it fits into their binder, or it fits into their PC, or something that they want. They're getting at it. They're cutting their own sheets or something. That's why collectors do it. It's a totally different world, but it happens. The last video I got for you this morning, I'm going to congratulate Sports Card Dad. After 3 years, man, after 3 years of content, he got a life-changing new channel sponsorship announcement today. I'm only hoping that he will actually try this product that he's going to be sponsoring. Instead of just throwing it up there, I hope you actually invest some time with this new major sponsor that you're going to have and use their product. So I'm really excited that you're finally getting, all this hard work is paying off for you, sir. And I'm excited. I'm really happy for you. If you haven't heard about his announcement, I really encourage you to go over 1,000 people have already been clickbaited to go see Dustin's announcement. What I can tell you, it has absolutely nothing to do with sports cards, which is typical of most of his content. Have a great day, Dustin. I think that's about it. I will say on the news here, I didn't see anything super exciting. Vintage, the Bowman stuff. Oh, this Bowman University stuff's on fire as far as people opening it, ripping it. I wouldn't touch it. Like, there's only one player that you want. Really, for me, only one player I'd want. And even that I'd sell because it's college. It's not even college. It's Metropolitan or whatever. I was saying sign that auction. That's kind of cool. And then check out this. Possibly corked rose bat used to pass Cobb. How about that? I wonder who paid for that. Can they cut it open? Like, would you guys care if it was? It's interesting. Anyway, that's my hobby news for you. Let's check out it here. Just going to get you guys over to the other channel. Let's see. I actually watched the video yesterday. Loved it. You are 101, Ziggy. Thanks, man. Thanks, Hobby. It's Hobby with Cage, man. I can't believe it's Hobby with Cage up this early listening to me. Dude, big fan of your stuff. I always follow your stuff. In my opinion, but I'm a big fan. We should talk sometime, Cage. Look forward to seeing you at Chantilly maybe in the future. I missed you last time. You guys have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe.